Evita, which is on stage at Sheas, but right now we have them over in our other studio to give us a preview of the spectacular dancing from the Tony Award-winning musical. Let's take a look as we go to break.
Thank you, Lauren. The high energy and passionate tale of Evita has set stage here in Buffalo at Sheas Performing Arts Center. The Tony Award-winning musical is on stage now and is a brilliant show you won't want to miss out. You saw them performing at the beginning of the show, but now we're sitting down with dancers Ian Liberto and Robin Masella to talk a little bit more about Evita. Now, last week we had a little bit more of a conversation about Evita, but for people that missed that, tell me what this story is all about.
It is basically a almost true story about the First Lady of Argentina back in the 40s. Her name was Eva Duarte. She sort of worked her way up from being a poor working class person sort of in the boondocks of Argentina, and she made her way to the top, basically. And it's about how through her help, her husband, the president, Juan Perón, sort of transformed the political atmosphere in Argentina at the time by really appealing to the lower class, the workers. They call them the descamisados. And they sort of reinvented the way people think about democracy in that country, because they were represented in a way that they had never been represented before, and she stirred up all this emotion in all these people, and she is still, to this day, either really loved or really hated in that country.
Now, there are so many heavy topics in the show, but it really travels through with music and dance, and you don't know that you're sort of digesting all of these maybe larger-than-life topics. So let's talk about the music a little bit. It's by Andrew Lloyd Webber, so a lot of people are going to be familiar with him from Jesus Christ Superstar and
Phantom of the Opera.
Does he carry over some of his traditional sort of musical themes in this one?
He does. The show is almost completely sung through, so kind of in an operatic fashion of sorts. And the music is both lively and fun with a lot of dance numbers, and also very passionate, where we see a lot of that in his other works as well.
And let's talk about the dance numbers, because you two showcase a little bit of the dancing prior on the show. What is it like to be a dancer in the show?
It's actually a lot of fun. More so than the original version, this show has a lot of dance in it. I don't think people think of dance when they think of Evita so much, but what we've done with this production is we've really taken the tango as a sort of a theme, and we've used it as sort of a blank slate to represent conflict between people, struggle for power, passion between people, seduction, and we layer it throughout the whole show. And so it pops up in unexpected places. There's a lot of dance.
And tell me a little more about the touring production of the show. What are people gearing up to see? What is it like working on the show?
It's a lot of fun, a lot of work for us, but a lot of fun. And like Ian said, just a fun-filled evening of dance and theater and music, and really from head to toe, it's just nonstop energy and fun.
Well, not to toot our own horn, but it's definitely a high caliber performance. It's definitely on par with anything that you would see on Broadway, even though it's a touring production.
And so many of the shows that we see on stage at Sheas are the same thing. They're just really high quality performances. I want to pull up the panel with all of the dates for when this is happening. Tickets are still available. You can go to www.sheas.org for more information on that. But to sort of sum up everything, what would you say people should expect when they go to see Evita?
Loud, high singing. That is fantastic. Lots of crazy dancing with lifting girls over the head.
Yes, lots of lifts, as you saw earlier.
Beautiful set, beautiful lights, and a really wonderful evening.
And from what I hear, a lot of passion, too.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you, too, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Right now, we are going to head over to Lauren to see what's happening in the kitchen.
That's right. We're getting started on our authentic Italian cuisine with Chef John from Cuggio's Italian restaurant. When we come back, we will be over here in the kitchen getting started. We'll be right back.